Hey friends, hope all is well. Wanted to tell you a quick story. I went to a restaurant in South Fort Worth yesterday called Rio Mambo, one of the finest Tex-Mex places in the Metroplex area. If you're in town, maybe you should take me there sometime. Anyway, I got to talking to our waiter, and his name was Luis, and I began just to engage in conversation with him and express an interest in him as an individual. And I asked him if he had anywhere to go to church, and he told me that he had a church that he'd been attending with his mom over across town, about 45 minutes away from where he works, Rio Mambo. And I said, that's great, man. That is such a cool thing that you're going to church with your mom. Do you know anyone else that might need a place to go to church over here on this side of town? And he said, yeah, this whole restaurant. He said this entire restaurant, no one goes to, few people go to church here. He said, tell me about it so I can invite them. And so I told him about my church, Life Church, and we just talked about it. And, Easter's coming up soon, and so I've been looking for people to invite to come to be a part of Easter that may not have a church to go to. And so his eyes lit up, and he started asking me all these questions about the music and the worship and the message. And so he said, well, I want to invite some people from this restaurant to go. I want to invite some friends. And he said, tell me the times again. And so I told him the times. And I told him we were having a Good Friday Easter experience. And so I think Luis is going to invite a bunch of the waiters from Rio Mambo to come to church. And here's what I want you guys to see, that it's not about what I did, but all I did was I just looked around, and in my everyday life, I opened my eyes up to see who was in front of me that I could spend just 2 or 3 minutes investing in and expressing interest in. And that's all it took. All it took was me to open my mouth and let God do the rest. So I want to encourage you to do the same thing today. Look around, see who might be crossing paths with you that you could just take a few minutes pouring into their lives and just see what God will do. I promise you, if you'll step out in faith, He will use you in more ways than you can ever imagine. So that's my message for you for today. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon.